The old Victorian house on Hawthorne Street stood tall and majestic, its weathered facade whispering secrets of a past filled with love, deception, and betrayal. Beneath its elegant exterior lay the tragic story of Evelyn Carter and her husband, William Carter. A love built on trust, shattered by lies, and consumed by a web of deceit. Evelyn had always believed in love, the kind that swept you off your feet and made the world disappear. When she met William, a charming and ambitious businessman, she felt as though she had found her soulmate. Their marriage was envied by many. They had 2 beautiful children, a stunning home, and a life that appeared flawless from the outside. But behind closed doors, cracks were beginning to form, subtle at first, then deep enough to shatter everything. For years, William showered her with affection, making her feel like the luckiest woman alive. But there were signs: missed dinners, mysterious phone calls, and business trips that seemed too frequent. Evelyn ignored them, convincing herself that William would never betray her. But the heart always knows when something is amiss. It was on a cold December evening that Evelyn's world started to crumble. She had taken their children, Margaret and Henry, to her mother's house for the weekend. Returning earlier than expected, she entered the house quietly, eager to surprise William. But as she climbed the staircase, she heard a soft murmur coming from their bedroom, William's voice, tender and affectionate. Then, a woman's laughter. Her breath caught in her throat. Her hands trembled as she pushed open the door, revealing a sight that sent her heart plummeting into darkness. William stood there, his arms wrapped around another woman. Young, beautiful, and familiar. Claire Donovan, Evelyn's childhood friend. The betrayal burned deeper than she could fathom. Claire, the one person she had trusted beyond family, had been entwined in her husband's arms, whispering words that were meant for her. Evelyn didn't scream. She didn't cry. She simply walked away, her mind racing, her heart shattering with every step. Confrontation came swiftly. William's apologies were endless, but his words felt like empty echoes in a house that no longer felt like home. "I made a mistake, Evie," he pleaded, his voice thick with desperation. "It didn't mean anything. But it did. It meant that their love, their marriage, had been a lie." Claire, with her tear-streaked face, begged for forgiveness, claiming it was a lapse in judgment, a moment of weakness. But Evelyn knew better. Affairs weren't accidents. They were choices made in the shadows, nurtured by secrecy. She felt the weight of years wasted, the trust broken beyond repair. Yet, there was something deeper, something more sinister at play. The affair was just the beginning. Evelyn's pain turned into determination. If William had betrayed her with Claire, what else had he hidden? With quiet resolve, she began digging, peeling back the layers of lies that had woven their lives together. What she found was worse than she had imagined. Financial records revealed missing funds, large sums withdrawn from their joint accounts. Private investigators uncovered secret properties, hidden accounts, and traces of William's involvement in dealings far beyond infidelity. He wasn't just an unfaithful husband. He was a man leading a double life. The deeper she delved, the clearer it became. Claire wasn't the only woman. William had been living a life of deception for years, manipulating not only Evelyn but their entire family. Evelyn was no longer the woman who had blindly trusted the man she loved. She was a woman scorned, a mother determined to protect her children from the consequences of William's deceit. She gathered evidence, consulted lawyers, and planned her escape. But William, sensing her distance, became desperate. He tried to win her back with gifts, with tears, with promises of change. Yet, none of it could erase the truth. One evening, as a storm raged outside, Evelyn stood before William, the divorce papers in her hands. "I know everything," she said, her voice unwavering. "Not just about Claire, but the money, the lies. It's over, William." His face paled. "Evelyn, please. No. You don't get to beg for something you already destroyed." For the first time, she saw fear in his eyes. not the fear of losing her, but the fear of losing control. He had spent years crafting his perfect life, weaving a house of lies. And now, it was all crumbling. The divorce was brutal. William fought, tried to manipulate, but Evelyn had the upper hand. The courts granted her full custody of the children, and William's hidden assets were exposed, leaving him with nothing but the ruins of his deceit. Claire vanished from their lives, a ghost of betrayal, her name nothing more than a painful memory. As Evelyn walked out of the courthouse, the crisp autumn air filling her lungs, she realized something profound. She had lost a husband, but she had reclaimed herself. The house on Hawthorne Street, once a symbol of love and trust, now stood empty, abandoned by the man who had built his empire on deception. Evelyn no longer mourned. She no longer wept for the love that had betrayed her. She had found something greater: freedom.